side by side, tale of two worlds. Agilon to the Greeks meant messenger, but to the Greeks it was used to describe any kind of messenger, whether human or a divine being sent from the gods.
Mm.
The term came to be associated with divine messengers in the context of religious texts like the New Testament, but its core meaning remained that of messengers. You see?
Yes, sir.
To the Greeks, that's all it was. So every messenger in Greek, when Alexander had a messenger, and that messenger was called Agilon. Is everybody with me? So when you're reading it in Greek, and we click on it here, Revelation 18:1, Kai meta, torto horoya, alos, angelos. When we click on that word they have here for angel, angelos derives from ang and alon. You see it here? Angele. You see it?
Yes, sir.
And they say that word angelos means a herd, an oxen, a company, a drove. From angelos, to bring tidings, messenger, envoy. Now, when we looked at it in the Hebrew, the ancient Hebrew, which we know Revelations could not have been written in Greek, because it says in the Greek he's called Apollyon, and in the Hebrew he's called Abaddon. So this book of Revelations would have been written Malaikat in a Afro-Asiatic language. Are y'all with me so far?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
All right. So when we look, at our translation, the ancient African version of the scriptures, it reads, Bismil Rabbil Khaliqul Kareem. The original books of the Bible by Stanjil, the 18th degree or chapter, verses 1 through 16, from Babylon to America. Bismil Rabb al Khaliqul Kareem. And after these things, I, Yahanu, the African student disciple, John, possessor of the Hanu, did by the grace of the Most High Heavenly One and Nere see another Natir. So we didn't have the word Angelo. We had the word Natir, Natiru Elohim. Incarnating into flesh, being born from the celestial heavens, possessing great authoritative intellect, which caused the inhabitants of Tar Earth to be amazed and inspired by his divine intellect, which allowed him to bring the doctrinal true light to Tar Earth in the latter day. Revelations 18:1, Ezekiel 43:2, Jeremiah 39, verse 16. Should we continue? We're still in verse 1 of Revelations in the African. And as a result, so this angel, Michael, and this angel that Michael would send forth, Gabriel, these angels, these messengers, these Naturu Elohim, these Elohim, Yahanu, the disciple, the African John, says, and as a result of my disciplined, obedient, devoted, and true spiritual nature, I was allowed to inscribe the realistically true records concerning the events of the Messiah, Yeshua Christ, and the Atonist Christian ministry of our day and time. He's writing of the real doctrine of Christ, which in the Bible, anybody has a Bible, can you read what it says there in Revelations 18, verse 1 and 2, please?
Yes, sir. Revelations verse 18:1. And after these things, I saw another angel come down from heaven, having great power, and the earth was lightened with his glory. Verse 2. And he cried mightily with a strong voice, saying, Babylon the Great is fallen, and it's become
Okay. And it's become I'm sorry.
and it's become the habitation of devils, and the hole of every foul spirit, and a cage of every unclean and hateful bird.
Okay. Now let's go back to the original books of the Bible so we can see that this hateful and foul spirit in Babylon is falling. Okay, let's see if it said that. And it says again, we still would be in Estangial Scroll 18, verse 1. And I, the scribe Yahanu, the African John, looked closely. I did realize that I was looking at the guardian angelic host Melchizedek, Michael. And suddenly, in amazement, I heard him say out loud, with the strongest and most powerful of convictions, the latter day and time has finally arrived, wherein the hour has come, whereby the powerful looking and seducing harlot prostitute, Babylon, the wicked latter-day Babylon, the fourth beast empire, with her 7 heads and 10 horns, governed by those birthed from amongst the 11 plus 1 sons of Canaan, and her Greco-Romanized, Daniel's 11:2, monotheistic ways and sadistic and wicked ways must fall and come to an end. And the guardian angelic host, Melchizedek, Michael, did further declare aloud, Babylon must fall, as she and her global nations and societies, with their Canaanite inhabitants and physical, slave-minded Melanite followers, have become the physical latter-day embodiments and incarnations of Apep Zuen, Zeus, and his wicked fallen host. We've taken on the ways of the devil. Isaiah 13:21. Can someone please read Isaiah 13:21 for us? And then, Brother Jermaine, I'll give it back to you. Isaiah 13:21.
Isaiah chapter 13. Go ahead, sis.
But wild beasts of the desert shall lie there, and their houses shall be full of doleful creatures, and owls shall dwell there, and satyrs shall dance there.
And
Isaiah
the wild
13,
beasts of the
22.
islands, go ahead.
And the wild beasts of the island shall cry in their desolate houses, and dragons in their pleasant places. And her time is near. Palaces.
Where do dragons live? Where do the dragon people live?
In the palace. Yes.
And then palaces.
For all y'all want to marry a prince, just in case you know. That's around.
Dragon.
And her time,
is near to come.
Mhm.
And her days shall not be prolonged.
So this here is talking about some people. Let's go back. Are y'all still with me?
Yes, sir.
Yes,
So with you.
Yes, sir.
And the guardian angelic host, Melchizedek, Michael, did further speak aloud, saying, Babylon. Do not confuse Babylon with Bab-Elion. The Cushite Bab-Elion was ruled by melanated people of the land of Sumeria, Cushite Babylon, and these were African people of the covenant. This was what Abraham comes out of that seed of the land, according to Genesis chapter 10, established by an African Cushite named Sargon, which the Bible calls Nimrod or Nimrod, who set up, and they were building and making a name in Genesis 11, and they were men of renown according to Genesis chapter 6. But Babylon is the wicked latter-day Babylon. Babylon is the fourth of the beast empires. The Canaanite empires began with the Macedonians, of which Alexander was the one who would gain all the credit for the insertion into Palestine, Israel, and portions of Tamare, 5 cities, according to Isaiah 19, and the establishing of the Ptolemy dynasty under Setepus Christos, known as Ptolemy Soter, their first Greek Christ or European Christ. The Greeks come out of the Canaanite Babylons. You have the Canaanite Babylonians giving birth to the Greeks, and the Greek Canaanites giving birth to the Romans, and the Roman Canaanites giving birth to the 7 heads and 10 horns of the latter day, headed by the USS, United States, Soviet Russia, England, France, Portugal, Italy, Germany, and so forth. And these beings and their societies defend and promote the warped emotions of every manner of depravity and immoral debauchery. Oh, you can do anything nowadays, and they're going to defend it. You have a right to roller skate with some sex toy in your ear and with the wheels on your back. I mean, you're just expressing yourself. You can smoke and drink. The documentary here in England I was watching the other day about the lady who slept with 1,057 men in a 12-hour period. Yes, you heard me right. I slept with 1,000 men. Documentary. I slept with 1,000 men in one day. Oh, this is a different lady.
That's 100.
There's 2 of them. So there's two people. Yeah, this the one, Bonnie Blue on Channel 4. Her name is Bonnie Blue. The Bonnie Blue story. 1,000 men and me.
Wow.
1,000 men and me. The Bonnie Blue story. She slept with 1,057 men in 12 hours. This is not just her lifetime. This 12 hours, y'all. She's about that. She's about that life. She's a different type of person.
Yeah, she about that life. For real.
Proud of them.
Yeah, proud of.
No shame.
For those of you of pure heart and internet search history, Bonnie Blue, and I didn't get through it. Couldn't. I was like, okay, this is too much. I'm good. I was like, oh no, she went too far. She went too far. She beat me. She beat me. She won 5 minutes in. I was like, you won. It's famous for being one of the most popular and highest earning content creators to have appeared on more or less porn sites OnlyFans. To fulfill her ambition of earning $5 million a month from subscribers, she needed a US peak. She found it in pursuing barely legal sex traditionally, blah, 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 blah. She had sex with them for free on conditions that they gave permission for her to upload the footage to her. And she's a marketing genius, says one of the team she has gathered. She has, in essence, introduced an entirely new way of doing porn business. If she had stayed in her previous job as a finance recruiter for the NHS and innovated in the same extent, she would probably be hailed as an extraordinary entrepreneur. She also specializes in gangbangs, putting calls out on her social media channel for volunteers. I'm in London on my back and I'd like your load. With no shortage of willing participants, 1,000 Men and Me, the Bonnie Blue story is a documentary. Who became aware of Billinger's existence through her algorithm was serving up to Silver's 15-year-old daughter. Her algorithm was popping up on this lady's daughters. It follows Bonnie Tia as she prepares for 1,600 condoms, 50 baklavas, numbing lube, and executes her most infamous endeavor, having sex with 1,057, and turns out barely. And this, but they're gonna. If you read the article, she's a business genius, genius. Oh my God, she's a genius. Wonderful. Every type. They'll defend and promote the warped emotions of every manner of depraved and immoral debauchery, consuming and digesting their waste just as the birds which are ritually unfit for consumption and unclean to consume decayed flesh in nature. All right, Brother Jermaine, go ahead, please.
Okay. Another question. When you were speaking about this this spell that's been cast and it's been reinforced. You mentioned that we had to, a way to counter it was drawing near to the center, that cooked. And you looked at the word medium. It was referring to us being a medium, and it also said that environments or conditions are also mediums, if I'm correct. And then you were saying that that these mediums was spiritualism, person who conveys spiritual messages. And then it also said it was talking about in paintings, in reinforcing to oils or watercolors. What was it saying there, please, Basish? When it was talking about that.
Meaning, when you look at mediums, meaning it's something that serves as a go-between between what is there and what the listener or viewer or hearer or the person getting the message. So painting can be a medium, it's saying, by which an artist conveys a message, right? Abstract art. If I put abstract art, let's go here. Right, this is abstract art. So it can be a medium by which the artist is trying to convey a message. Okay. You can also have a medium as a person who's a go-between whatever their God is or whatever their religion is, whatever, or a medium. It's a person that's in the middle, that's conveying, another word for messenger. But the medium is very specific because they are always on call. Satan has mediums. Obviously, Bonnie Betty Boop, whatever her name is again, she's obviously a medium that's being used to, because if she's on that young teenager's feed, right, that's meaning advertising to, so who is she going to be? Life imitates art. So if a bunch of girls are seeing a woman, I don't even know if I should call it that, but we're seeing this person with 1,057 men in 12 hours, what is that telling the young girls to do?
What kind of message is that?
They got to top it.
Yeah, same thing.
So,
You got to top it. Because we live in a day and time where influencers are influencing the young people and the older people alike, influencing people to do things that we ought not to be doing. So so OnlyFans would be the medium by which now people can go on and present, upload, or whatever it is, their own porn, I don't know, they ain't been there, but present their own pornography and be paid for it.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
There's child stars, the young lady from the Bernie Mac. Is that what's called? Bernie
Camille
Mac?
Winbush.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
Camille Winbush, that's her name?
Both of them, I said.
Say again?
It's both the girls from Bernie Mac show.
Oh, they both did. Okay, well, see. And this is what they have her doing. And she says she's made more money doing that because there's people who are paying, Canaanites and Nubians, ignorant, paying for these beautiful young ladies. And she's like, well, I'm not hurting nobody. But you are, because you're reinforcing the image of the Jezebel. You have WNBA stars on OnlyFans that are saying, I've made more money. That they've made more money on OnlyFans than they've made in their basketball career. You see? This is what they're promoting. And so again, I'm not attacking the women, and am I getting into that? I'm attacking what they've done to us This is what it speaks about in the original books of the Bible, the book of the Nazarites, when it talks about work more than rubies. In the original books of the Bible, the ancient African version of the scriptures, on page 15 of this, of this book, I should say, in verse 58, Bismil Rab al Khaliqul Kareem, she is worth more than rubies. These things down through the ages have occurred through degenerative sexual practices, which has and continues to destroy all moral fiber, decency, discipline, proper sexual behavior, and appetites, which the seed of the divine feminine woman was destined to keep. Someone, Leviathan, is a blood and sex spirit force. And it uses sex, which is supposed to be natural and for reproduction and has pleasure as a part of it, and now has reconstructed it. Animals in nature don't watch other animals have sex. You don't see a bunch of lions in the corner watching the female lion and another male lion go at it while they cheer it on. You don't see elephants, a bunch of elephants like watching elephants have sex. You don't see. No, I'm saying it that way because they now have us sitting in a building, sitting in a strip club, sitting in these environments, males and females, looking at other people have sex, looking at other people strip. What has happened to human beings? This is not normal. Now, again, they will justify it and will encourage it and will promote it. And it comes with a price. What does it profit a person to gain the whole world and lose their morality, lose their soul, lose the thing that makes you, when you are the salt of the earth, you're the soul of the earth. And what good are you when you lose your soul? They've convinced us to give up our souls for a few bucks or a bunch of bucks. It's up to you. But the reality that the scriptures is warning us, these are mediums. Social media is a medium. The word media is medium. Television, televised visually, right? Elijah Muhammad, Sheikh Isa, so many. It's a medium by which to lie to our minds and tell us that debased behavior is okay. That narcissistic and sociopathic and psychotic and we all identify. Anybody's ever seen Dexter? I don't know if you've seen the show Dexter. It's about a serial killer. And if you watch Dexter, after a couple of episodes, you start cheering for the serial killer.
That's right.
We're actually watching a show like, oh, snap. Yeah, sure. Oh, they don't catch him. Oh, man, they almost caught.
Okay, get out of there.
Dexter got away. Woo! Right in time. Go ahead, Dexter. Or you watch The Blacklist and another serial killer, Remington. He killed how many people? He is a serial killer.
Yeah, but he'll be your favorite character.
But he's the favorite character. Somebody has changed this thing and has us identifying with debauchery, with corruption, with rape, with murder.
Yes.
You watch a regular movie of a woman getting attacked and she gets raped, and they'll make the scene so not horrific, but sexually graphic. Rape is horrific, but they'll make the rape scene sexually graphic to trigger something in you. Next thing you know, you tie me up. Yeah, tie my hand like that. Yeah, put it right here. Put an apple in my mouth. All kind of weird stuff. But this is y'all laughing, but it's true. And now they done told us that's sex. To be handcuffed. To be handcuffed to anything, none less to a bed. But they tell us that that's sex. Now we taking drugs. We got people From what we heard in the case, taking IV, you gotta have an I. You know how bad it's got to be. You got to take an IV the next morning. Good Lord.
That's deep.
Go ahead, brother Jermaine. Everybody else is shut down right now. Y'all seeing everybody's like, what the hell's going on here? Brother Jermaine, go ahead.
I am just done.
The apple got me, Mustang. Apple got me.
Oh, you know, Elder Chris, you identify with the apple.
The apple.
He said the apple got me. He said, oh my God, how did he know? All right, go ahead.
When you said tonight that Satan, the devil, what we're reading, he undoes everything, or he tries to undo everything that we read. In what way is that? In just another form of like the media and things like that?
No. Just in misteaching. See, the miseducation of a people undoes. Let's go to the scripture, because again, my opinion don't mean nothing. Let's go to Psalms 82, please, if y'all don't mind.
Yes, Psalms 82.
In Psalms 82, verse 5. Someone, please.
Psalms 82, verse 5. They know not, neither will they understand.
Stop for a moment. So the wicked, the hand of the wicked and the ignorant, they do not know. The ignorant people, they yada, they do not know. Yada means they do not understand. We are not looking at, we're not acknowledging, we're not perceiving, we're not considering, we're not declaring, we're not teaching. We don't have the ability to discern. We're not finding out. We're not distinguishing. We're not discriminating. We're not known by our experience. We're not recognizing. We're not admitting. We're not acknowledging. We're not confessing. We're not acquainted with. We're not skillful in. We lack knowledge. We are not knowing what's been revealed. We're not perceiving. We're not instructed. Do y'all get the memo?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Neither, and they use the word low, which is in the original books of the Bible, the beginning of every book.
That's low.
No, neither, absolute, not, modifier, before time. Neither will they baina, have clear evidence. Baina, they say understand, but it's a primitive root. Bain, from the word baina. They don't have understanding, perception, discernment, knowledge of the mind, intelligence. This is what miseducation. They don't have they don't give us understanding. They don't teach us. They don't give us prudence. They walk, halak. That word here, halak.
Page 19.
They walk, they come, they depart, they perceive, they move, they live, they die, they traverse to and fro in the earth. Job 1:6. They lead, they're led away, their course to walk in chasika. In ignorance. It doesn't just mean darkness, because they keep everything bad is dark. No, we're not doing that here. Kol shak. In hidden, in that which is concealed in obscurity and confusion. Y'all see it?
Yes, sir.
All kul Mossad, all the Mossad, all the foundations.
And there's nothing you can do about it.
All the foundations. All the buildings, all the things that life, they've taken natural child rearing, and this becomes something else now. People dressing up children in adult clothes,
Yes.
babies.
I see it all the time.
They're dressing children in adult clothes. No, not that one. Yeah, this one. This. Why is this 2-year-old baby girl wearing adult fashion?
Yep.
Why is this little girl dressed like that? Why? Who's dressing their 2-year-old and saying this is cute? This is not cute. She's 2.
And a lot of times they put hair in, long hair.
This is not cute. Knowing that there's pedophiles, knowing that there's sick people, what are you setting this baby girl up for?
That's right.
Whose idea? Who's doing this?
And what's that little
This is
girl's
this
name?
is no different than when they did the what Honey Boo Boo, that with the little Joe Benet.
And then they got another little girl.
When they dressed her up like this here, little girls dressing them up like this. Whose idea is this? Someone is doing something.
Yes.
The foundations, children should be children. Hell, adults shouldn't even be dressed like this. But as long as you're promoting the image of the Black Jezebel, of the Latina Jezebel, the Jezebel spirit, somebody put the Jezebel spirit, they wrote books about the black hooker. This is during Jim Crow. During Jim Crow, they wrote books about the black hooker and put this out to promote the idea that black women were loose and debased.
It's the projection. Okay.
To project this.
And then we bought into it.
And now we bought into it. Now we got Glorilla and Sexy Red and Foxy Brown, and not Foxy Brown, but both Foxy Brown and Foxy Brown. Stereotypes of black women in media. You're either the mammy or the Jezebel or the angry black woman, the Sapphire. Mammy, Jezebel, Sapphire. This is on Al Jazeera, so you can't say it's me. It's a 9-minute documentary. I'll put the link for those who are smart enough to watch it, so you understand that they do know what they're doing to you. It's inside the Zoom chat. Whose idea? As long as that's a medium. So now we've become the mediums promoting our own denigration. But B.B. Francis Cress Welsing warned us of this. And the first black female Surgeon General, she warned us of it. Y'all know who I'm talking about?
Jocelyn.
I don't know her.
Jocelyn Elder.
Elder.
And she was against rap. Jocelyn Elders. She was a vocal critic about the misogyny of rap music and how it was being used to make black women. But now black women are getting the bag. I was just talking about this today. Sister Zandi, correct? I think we talked on this briefly. The idea of the Jezebel, or maybe it was Dr. Ford. I'm not sure. Ain't nobody responding. So
yes, my son.
Kenisha Baptiste, maybe it was you. All right, bump it.
I said yes, my son.
But she said it with the mic off, right? Let's look at the net worth of Angela Bassett. Angela Bassett, net worth, how much, y'all?
25 million.
And she's been acting since I was a little boy. That's over about 40 years. And after 40 years of going, she went to Juilliard. She played Tina Turner. She played the Wakanda Mother Queen. She played so many movies, Vampire in Brooklyn. I mean, so many movies. Never played the whore, never played the prostitute. She's worth 25 million. Okay, net worth of Viola Davis. Viola Davis, about 35 mil. She played The Help. She played a bunch of movies. Julia. Net worth of what's her name? Cookie. What's her name?
Taraji P. Henson.
Taraji. Right? Her net worth about 12 million, and she's been acting many years.
Yeah.
Y'all with me so far?
Yes.
Yes.
All right.
Yes, sir.
What's Cardi B net worth?
Oh,
To the
Lord.
1 mil.
Mm.
But she does it.
What's the other one's name?
Megan Thee Stallion.
Megan. I'm about to say the horse. Megan Thee Stallion. I'm serious. That's how I remember it. What's her net worth?
30 mil.
30 million.
So how is it the Jezebel is worth more than the lady of nobility?
Mhm.
Yes.
Who's doing that?
Mm-hmm.
The powers that be.
Satan. The devil. The devil. The devil. That's the best name we got for him.
Yes.
Name is right fits. Perfect. The devil. The devil will pay you to sell your soul to create the image, to reaffirm the image of the Jezebel. To reaffirm this image.
Mm.
Hmm?
Yes.
And this is the image of today. They call him a vixen.
Video.
Huh?
Yeah.
Video vixen.
Mm-hmm.
The Jezebel spirit of the video vixen. And they keep this spirit alive. Of the rap videos. They're in there. Everybody's playing the whore.
Yeah.
Hmm? Everything is all about, from Jay-Z promotes it. Beyonce promotes it.
They promote it.
Yes.
Lil Weezy promotes it. Birdman promotes it. Every picture got some young girl sticking her tongue out.
Mm-hmm.
That old puffy lip stuff.
Huh? But they don't tell you these are the Satan's seed with their long tongue. You don't understand what you're looking at. You don't understand the reptilian.
Sure.
You try hip hop honey stuff that I think will come up.
Huh?
Mm-hmm.
Stick your tongue and touch your chin. Go ahead. Go for it. But you don't understand that Satan's seed. I don't care if she's Nubian. I'm telling you that is serpentine nature. I didn't say bad and good just in case somebody in here got a long tongue. I don't want to offend the long tongue people. Somebody might do it like, I'm about to, I can touch my tongue. I'm like, show me. Oh my God. Oh, right? But just in case.
Medium.
This. Put what in there?
Hip hop honeys. You were looking for
No, I don't want to see hip hop honeys. No, I'm good. I'm putting that in my nighttime nightmare. No. Oh, okay. Right. But this is how it works.
Mm-hmm.
They're using these are mediums.
Yeah.
To corrupt our people. And so we're not going to save everybody. We're not even trying to. That's a fool's journey, right? Or goal. We're just saying to the people who've lived life, who've made mistakes, who've learned from those mistakes, who want to get it right, who see what the world's coming to, who sees the stock market crashing, who sees it, who wants to prepare to survive and thrive. Yes?
Yes.
Yes.
If you can see it, we got to move quickly. There's the stock market today. It's called the Fear and Greed Index. It's a way to gauge stock market movements and whether stocks are fairly priced. Due to the tariffs, Trump's tariffs keep coming. Stock markets don't seem to care. Something's happening. Happening. Someone is trying to bring in a one world domination to ensure that the old world order of Europe.
Place.
They're
Stays.
battling them in bricks. I don't think we understand what we see.
Yes,
Brother
okay.
Jermaine, go ahead, please. Brother Sadiq, did you have your hand up? I'm not sure. That's why I'm asking. Yumi Nafir, I saw your hand up. Are
Yes,
you
sir.
still up? Okay. Brother Jermaine, are you finished or you had another question?
I've got a few more, but I need to formulate them properly. So, can I just ask one more quickly, please? You mentioned in the Bible every time we see another title within these chapters, it's referring to another book. Is that a book within the books, or is that just a completely different book altogether?
You said, okay, you said I mentioned in the Bible that every time we see another title.
And
The heading.
the heading, the heading. You said it was.
Yes, right. Because what happens is these people were grabbing different people's cultures and experiences and just shoving them in books. And giving it to us, oh, this is Book of John, Book of Romans, and Book of Thessalonians and Daniel's. And it's like, wait a minute, can we take a look and see? And once we do that, we start going, wait a minute, the language just shifted. You just went from Hebrew to Ethiopian. You just went from Ethiopian to Gaelic. Language change is cultural change.
Okay.
Language change is cultural change.
Yes.
So if you say in the Hebrew tongue is Abaddon, and in the Greek tongue is Apollyon, that's three different tongues. The tongue of the book, the Hebrew, and the Greek. When the Greeks say Apollyon, they're talking Apollo. They don't mean Abaddon of the Hebrew, from the word where you get abandoned. These are different cultures. If you say hell to the Greeks and Amduat to the Tamareans, it's two different things. The duat. You see? And then in Islam, when they talk about duat, they call it mot. They drop the D and put an M, mot, the little mot, the grave. There's a grave site where you bury dead bodies, and there's grave mind where the mind is inundated with poison and kills it. These were different precepts in African theology and cosmology. And because Christ was raised in Egypt, according to the good book, he would have been thinking like an African, not like a Roman.
Yes.
Do y'all understand?
Yes, sir.
Yes. Can't be his book.
So every time we read, language is key. What's the language of origin? What's the people it's talking to? If you tell me Corinthians, I want to know about the Corinthians. What did they believe at the time of this book being revealed? What were their practices? You have a temple of 10,000 prostitutes. There was a temple of 10,000 prostitutes. Why is that important?
That's a whole city.
That's a whole city, that's true, but why is that important?
The mindset of the people.
Where did it
Okay, but why is that important? How many people are passing through each day to have a temple of 10,000 prostitutes?
Many.
Many, more than 10,000. If you got 10,000 prostitutes, they're not staying with one person all day.
No, moving.
So if you got 10,000 prostitutes, and these are where all the sailors were coming, what's happening? So this lady who slept with 1,057 men in 12 hours, she would have been working in the Aqua Corinth. So when you read that and you understand that, and then we read in the book of Corinthians where it's saying one man, one wife, and you should have a wife, but you shouldn't sleep with your wife, but you should sleep with her to keep. It's talking to that type of person.
Yes.
It's like writing a scripture to the people of San Francisco. Or the people of Miami on South Beach. The book of South Beach. What would that book sound like? The book of San Francisco. What would that book sound like? The book of the Village in New York. What would that book sound like? What area in London got like that village feel, that kind of extra corrupt with a side of debauchery? What part of London is that? See, somebody say all over. Somebody say all over.
Las Vegas.
The book, right? You understand? That's what we have to get people to see. I pray I'm clear.
Yes, sir.
Yes.
Brother Sadidric, go ahead, and then Umi, if you're still here. Brother Sadidric, go ahead, please.
Yes, sir. So, I think you answered the first question from me from the book of Acts. I was going to ask why did they insert those into the original books of the Bible, like change it up? Why was it the war scripts and war books that they put into it? Was a specific reason they did it? And forgive me
Well,
if
no,
you already explained it.
no. It's a good question. No, they didn't insert it into the original books of the Bible. They replaced it. They replaced the original books of the Bible with the Septuagint and the Vulgate. The Vulgate was a replacement by the hands of the Roman elites of the ancient text. So let's look at it, right? If we took, let's just say we took the Ethiopian Bible, just as an example. Yes?
Yes,
Yes.
sir.
The Ethiopian Bible, also known as the Ethiopian Orthodox Tewahedo Bible, is the oldest and most complete version of the Bible, containing more books than the Protestant Bible. It is written in Ge'ez, an ancient Ethiopian language, and includes books like Enoch, Jubilees, and Maccabean, which are not part of the Protestant canon. So there's an Ethiopian Bible written in Ge'ez. This is the script of the Ethiopian Bible.
Yep.
Understood?
Yes, sir.
All right. This, and that's just one of the African records. So, right, we take it as it is. This book was replaced with the Protestant Bible. This book is replaced with the Protestant Bible. An entirely different book. This Ethiopian Bible for Ethiopian descendants who had been kidnapped is replaced with the Anglican Bible. This Ethiopian, one of the African Bibles, is replaced with the Vulgate Bible with its Latin script. An entire replacement of the theology and cosmology of a group of people was done away with to create the Vulgate. Are you with me?
Sure.
So they didn't come in, no, they just hid your Bible. One of your Bibles or sacred scriptures is the Shavaka stone. In the British Museum. And they tuck it way in the corner on a wall of the British Museum, hanging. This ancient text that goes back as the oldest cosmology and theology in the world. And they took it and they tuck it in a corner where most Black people will never,
Never visit.
They won't pay attention.
Never ever.
No, not just pay attention, will never even hear of it. This is what, let's read what they say of the Shabaka stone. The Shabaka stone is a significant artifact containing a cosmological text from ancient Egypt, specifically the Memphite theology. So this theology that predates, my brother, predates the Vulgate, predates the Septuagint, which is the Greek, predates. Because the Septuagint Bible, what year? The chronology 3rd century BC. That would be 300 years before Christ. Are you with me?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
The Shubaka stone, which describes the creation of the world through the god Ptah's heart and tongue, they're dating it back to the 25th dynasty, 700 years. It's way older than that. We know it's 25,000, but we'll go with their 700 for the conversation. So 400 plus years before the Septuagint, there was Shubaka. Minimal of 400 years. I don't think I understand what I'm saying. 4 centuries, over 400 years before the oldest European Bible and cosmology, there was an African Memphite theology, the Atenist text that we Atonists talk about. They tell us that this stone was done in the 400 years before, but this stone itself is a copy of an older text. So the older text is older than the stone. Written on decaying papyruses, describes how Ptah created the world through his thoughts and words. A concept that is both cosmologically and theologically important. So you Africans, thousands of years. The Shubaka stone, Brigham Young University, BYU, a Mormon university, you see, tucked away in the north end of room 4 among the collections in the British Museum's Department of Ancient Egypt and Sudan Moro culture is a little known antiquity of Egypt known as the Shubaka stone. In this Shubaka stone, what does it say about it?
As well.
That it has introduction editorial remarks along with translated text, portions of it, but are generally lacking in matters pertaining to the physical aspects of the stone. As well, some treatments are focused on specific topics, dating the stone of its ideas, discrediting it as a dramatic text, or focusing, this is what they've said about it. But this text, the origin of it, the old kingdom of Kush, Africa, the center of Napata, Sudan, Nubia, you Africans had a record that they recognize is older than their theology, called the Memphite theology.
They know.
So can we go back?
Yes, sir.
So who's hiding it? Now, when we of the Holy Coptic Church of the Black Messiah, the Journey Home Group International, when we look into the doctrine of the Shubaka stone, of this Atenist text, Atonism we call it, it's found in Memphis. Where is Memphis in Egypt? Anybody?
Lower Egypt.
Lower, today called Upper Egypt. Thank you.
North Egypt, yeah.
Memphis. Now, in Isaiah, is Memphis mentioned in the Bible?
Yes.
So the Bible is mentioning Memphis in Isaiah 19. If we can go there, please, Brother Sadidra. This is to your question. They didn't replace it. They just totally made a whole entirely new book of Hellenism and told you that it's your original text. All the while telling you, don't look at the original text. When we look in the book of Isaiah 19, if y'all can see my screen.
So,
yes?
Yes, sir.
yes, sir.
Yes.
When we go to verse 13, the princes of Zoan are become fools. So we got invaded by Macedonians. The princes of Noph are deceived and become seduced. Let's look at this place called Noph. When we look at Noph, they tell us another name.
Or Memphis.
Or Memphis.
City of Egypt.
Brother Cedric, are you with us?
Yes, sir.
So when the invaders, the Macedonians, came into this 5 cities of Egypt, according to Isaiah 19, for all us good Hebrews and good Christian folk, these Mitanni and Israeli and Ismaili, these invaders who were replacing Ishmael and Israel and Midiani and deceiving and seducing the original people of the Nile River Valley region of these 5 cities, they encountered a theology. Yes.
Yes.
Before they had ever written their Septuagint, they encountered Memphis. And in Memphis, what was the doctrine of Memphis?
Men-fight theology.
Men-fight theology, which is called, what is the men-fight theology? Is an ancient Egyptian religious text about Ptah. If I put what is the Atenist text, Atenism was centered on the cult of Aten, depicted on the disk of the sun. That's the men-fight creation story. So when the Hellenists arrived, Brother Cedric, when they invaded, did they encounter a theology, an African theology that existed already? Yes,
sir.
And this man, Ptolemy Soter, who's called Serapis Christos, when he grabs the term Christos in, now let's make sure I'm not lying. Hyksos were based in which Egyptian city? Avaris. Okay. Ptolemy were based. Oh boy. Hellenization. Now, the Ptolemies entered Memphis. Yes, did they enter Memphis?
Yes.
Yes.
After Alexander the Great.
In 332?
Yes.
When was the Septuagint written? 300 BC.
Century, 300.
Third century.
So it was written in 300 BC. At the same time that Alexander and them were arriving in Memphis, at the same time, I want y'all to please write this down in your notes. I want you to make a chart and make that chart and put men-fight theology, where they're dating it, and then the papyruses are older. But on your chart, I want you to put, if you don't mind, I'm going to put it on the whiteboard, because we need to see it side by side for it to click.
Okay.
So the Macedonians, also known as the Ptolemy. Some spell it with an E, right? The Ptolemy, the Greeks, yes, and the Hellenists, right? So they come in the year 332 BCE, and they arrived in Memphis, which we called Het-Katar. We called it Het-Katar. That's when they arrived. And here, when they arrived, was already a thriving theology. Was already there.
Yes.
The Atenist doctrine, as they call it. or we call it a Tonist doctrine, was already there when they arrived. And right after they arrive and learn about this Atenist text and this Atenist theology and this Shabaka stone, whoa, miracle of God, Septuagint is born. After this encounter, the Septuagint is born. Do y'all understand what just happened?
Yes, sir.
Yes.
Somebody put together a theology based off of looking at yours. Now, most people, again, if you don't read the Bible with African eyes and look at the language and the history, you hear Septuagint 300 BC and you'll hear Atenist, but you wouldn't even hear Atenist because you're not paying attention to that. That's the Egyptians. They're bad. But it tells you, no, they got perverse spirits. Someone corrupted them. Just like somebody's corrupted we black folks of today.
Right.
That's right.
But when you put it side by side, you go, wait a minute, wait. So you telling me Shabaka stone was there when they arrived?
Yes.
How do you know it was there when they arrived?
They say it was older than
It was written from 400 years before.
No. Who took Shabaka out of Memphis?
French.
Removed, though the exact reasons are unknown, and taking to Alexandria. Who's controlling Alexandria?
Ptolemy's there.
The Ptolemites are controlling Alexandria.
Yep.
And from Alexandria, it was transported to England by Navy vessel. So the people who stole the Shabaka stone, broke it off the Staley, happened to be Macedonians. And you don't think when they stole it, they just took a quick little look. Let me see what that is right there. Okay, good. We don't know what everything is talking about, but we know what Hesiod wrote. And they just wrote it in the same form and gave it to you and me through chattel slavery and Arab invasion. And we're reading it and don't know. Now, they may not like what I'm saying, Brother Diedrich. They may not agree with what you're going to say, but they can't disprove what we've just shown. They can get in their feelings. Religious people be getting in their feelings about, oh my God, you're doing too much, right? But they can get in their feelings. They can get angry. Oh, you're blasphemy. Oh, the devil and Satan and you cursed, and they start throwing all these vile little words that's supposed to hurt your feelings. But the reality is, when the Macedonians arrived, we had a Memphite theology. We also had another theology called a Heliopolis theology called Anu.
Right.
And they went to Heliopolis. That's why they named it Heliopolis. And we had a Hermopolis theology, what they called the place Hermopolis. We had Nut. And we had a Chiminu theology, and they took over that city. Now let's see if what I just said is a lie. Did the Hellenists invade Hermopolis? Okay. Or let me rephrase it. Let me take Hellenists off. Ptolemy. Because they're slick. They didn't invade Hermopolis. Instead, Ptolemy I became the first Ptolemy's king of Egypt and established his rule. Were known for rebuilding and renovating temples in existing cities, including Hermopolis. Ain't that slick?
That's called invading.
We didn't invade it, but we was there, as a king. And Hermopolis was a what?
Religious center.
Major religious center.
Major. So a major African religious Nile River Valley center. The Ptolemies would